So here's what I harvested. It's not a lot, as you can see. I was expecting there would be more that were, I guess, ripe. There's still a lot of hops on here that are young. You can see right here. But I'm just really gonna have to wait. Yeah, I mean, look at these guys are definitely young. Right there. I'm gonna have to wait and harvest the rest of them when they're ready. It's really about all I can do. I'm gonna take these and dry them today. We're gonna be using a dehydrator, and I've looked up what they have to do. It's basically on the lowest setting. But here, let me bring you inside, and we'll show you what we're gonna do with the dehydrator. So here we're inside our house, and this is the dehydrator we have. We use this for really dehydrating everything. I don't have anything that we dehydrated. I could go down to the basement and actually get it for you. But we have pears we've dehydrated. We've dehydrated tomatoes, like little Romas. But this is perfect for dehydrating hops. There's other ways of actually dehydrating hops. You could do it with airflow and building basically a drying box. But I don't think I'm really up to that point yet. Obviously, with the amount of hops that we have, it's not going to be worth building that. So researching this, and from what I've read, we're supposed to keep it on the lowest setting possible, which is about 95 degrees Fahrenheit. We're not going to need all these trays because this will probably fill up, not even fill up one tray, unfortunately. So we'll just take off these trays. It says it's going to take about 36 hours to dry the hops. They're pretty delicate, and we don't want to turn them up to a higher heat. This is the reason why they said put on the lowest setting, because, well, it would hurt the hops. And that's why it's also going to take about 36 hours to dry. So we're going to basically take them, put them in, line them up. Some of these were younger than I really wanted to, but they're already picked. And you can still smell the Centennial like scent on here. The oils in here are, I mean, it just smells really nice. And actually, there's other things you can do with hops. You can use them for tea. My wife has a really cool book about tea, and it suggested that hops can be used in this fashion. Unfortunately, guys, it's probably not a good idea to drink hop tea on its own. It does say also in the book that it does not help with performance. So just pointing that out. I've spaced them out pretty far. Yeah, sorry. It's just kind of a funny little thing I read in the tea book. But I've spaced them out pretty far. I could probably put a few more in here, but for when we do for our tomatoes and whatnot, we keep it pretty, you know, spaced out so the airflow can get through and dry them. I'll probably maybe use one more rack for the rest of these. I'll fill in the space here a little bit more. Move this over here. Just toss them on. Yeah, like I mentioned before, I picked some of this a little bit early, but they do smell pretty great, and I think we'll still be able to use them. But once we actually fill out the rest of the tray, we're going to turn on the dehydrator, and 36 hours later we are going to have dry hops. And that's about it. Hopefully this is pretty successful. This is really the only method that I have to actually drying hops, but That's, I guess, if we have to build something new next year, we'll do that. And we'll let you know how this comes out as soon as we're done dehydrating them.